Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. It is Bruce Jordan of Michael Jordan Hotel. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Andy is in the building. Today, we're going to be talking about putting together your first team to invest in hotels. I guess we could break it down into a 5-step process because at the end of the day, we're actually team players. I mean, most of us are former athletes, so we're used to playing on teams.
Exactly.
So, what would be a 5-step process that we'll need to build our first team to invest in a hotel?
Sure. Number one, I think we should spend a lot of time beginning to understand the industry, read information. There's a lot of information in the media about it. Attend workshops like this one. Today, we're attending the Hilton Unlocking the Doors workshop at the beautiful Hilton Tyson's Corner at Hilton headquarters. And so, let's understand what your mission is. So if your mission is to get into this business, no, you're not an operator. Be very clear. You are an investor.
That's right.
As an investor, you want to look at returns. You want to look at risks. You want to look at who your partners are. That's number one. Once you understand that, then go to step two. How do I assemble the right team? But who is the right team? For most people, the right teams are people that are in the same circle.
Mm-hmm.
You may call your friend and say, hey, I got this idea. If it makes sense, getting a couple of people together, invest in a small hotel. I say small because I think this is a growth projected business. You get in your first hotel, you pull a team together, you get with the brands, and just about every brand has what we call an incentive program for minorities. And that incentive program is not a giveaway, it's not a government cheese program, but it's a program designed to help African Americans and other underrepresented minorities to get into the business. Key money, handheld support, get good brokers. And so you pull this team together, you decide how much money I can invest. Maybe one person can invest $500,000, maybe another one $250,000. And then you decide that price point. That's going to determine, and I always tell people, think about trying to raise 30% of whatever that asset is going to cost you. If it's a $10 million asset, you need to come up with $3 million. This based on credit and some other stuff. Then, of course, try to find the extended team. You're not going to manage the hotel because in most cases, the brand, your finance companies, your investors are going to want you to have somebody with some qualifications or know-how on how to run a hotel. So work with a management company or work with a qualified individual who has hotel management experience. And so you're now still assembling that team. So you look for money, you got some equity, now you need to find financing. So SBA has some caps on it. That's a good place to start. Look at all the your regional bankers. You've been banking with somebody for the last 10, 15, 20 years. And so you may want to talk to your bankers and see, will they provide financing?
Okay.
That tends to be a little bit sticky, but there are folks out there. We have members in NABHOOD that are allied members that provide financing. But here's another one we keep missing. Look to see whether there's any government opportunities. They can be TIF dollars. They can be, in some cases, government and entities that need and looking for a hotel in the right area will provide the land.
Oh, that's amazing.
Think about it. And they'll provide some other incentives. Some will even backstop a loan, even though you don't get that a whole lot. But remember now, before you go to all those, you need to have that feasibility study. Don't just go out and think you're the expert. Listen to the experts, have a feasibility study done. If you're going to build, if you're going to buy, get some expert advice in buying.